What's good? This is Trey. Welcome to this presentation. This is luck versus skill, right? Are you relying on luck or are you relying on skill? Are you getting lucky or are you skillful, right? Luck, the definition of luck, I believe, is success or failure that has been achieved through chance or randomly, right? So instead of your own skill, it's something that just happened, right? Like that's luck. Whereas skill is something, your ability, right? Your ability to do something well. And so I decided, a long time ago that I didn't want to be a guy who's relying on luck. Like, I think luck is cool. Like, it's great to be lucky. You know what I mean? If I can be lucky, that's great. But, the thing with luck is there's no certainty in that. There's no predictability in that. And so you can't really rely on luck. But you can rely on skill. When you have a skill, when you're able to do something well, you can rely on that because you can create a result in a predictable way. And so when it comes to different areas of my life, I focus on developing skill. I focus on how I can get skillful, because if I want to get certain results in my dating life, I figure out, okay, what is the skills I need to develop to get the results I want in my dating life? If I want to make a certain amount of money, I think about what is the skill I need to develop to make that certain amount of money, right? The ability to do something well, right? And there's different ways to go about something, but I have this understanding, if you want a predictable result, you need skills. You need to develop a skill, right? The first thing that I ever wanted to do growing up was I wanted to play in the NBA, right? That was my first dream. And so even as a little kid, I probably didn't know the difference between luck and skill, but I was smart enough to know, if I want to play in the NBA, I need to practice, man. I need to develop some skills. I need to get good at it, right? So I used to dribble basketball every day, shoot the basketball every day, right? I fell in love with basketball, and I did it every single day. I immersed myself in it, and I developed skill. I remember my parents would put me in the little basketball teams as a kid, the little junior basketball leagues. And when I would be on the team, I would be able to do certain things like with the basketball, and the other little kids would be like, "Hey, how you do that, man?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. Yeah." Right? And they thought I had like some special talent, but I was skill. I developed that because I used to play basketball so much every single day. As soon as I came home from school, my dad had a little basketball hoop that he had got for me, and it was in front of the house. And he wouldn't let me watch TV during the week or play video games. So what do you think I went and did? I went and worked on my basketball skills, man. I went out there and was dribbling and shoot, and I got really good. And the thing is, I don't really play basketball anymore, but I still have the skill. If I go to the basketball court right now, I still could put in work. I could still show out if I wanted to, right? Because I developed that skill. Whereas, somebody else who's relying on luck, they're gonna have to hope that they get the result, hope that they do well, right? And I'm not really into that, man. I don't even really use the word luck like that, because to me, I'm willing to go and get the skill, right? It's gonna require effort. It's gonna require discipline. It's gonna require intelligence, right? Resourcefulness, depending on your situation. You develop skill. This is something you can rely on to create repeatable results in your life, in your business, in your dating life, whatever it is. So if there's something that you want to achieve, there's certain skill that you need to develop to achieve that, right? Or you can hope to get lucky. But there's just no certainty in luck, bro. And so I just understand that. So my thing is, ideally, I want to be both skillful and lucky. That's the ideal, situation, right? But if I had to choose one, I would go with skilled, right? Because luck, if you get lucky, you might get lucky one time and never get lucky again, right? You might get a great result one day, or achieve a great goal through luck, and then it just never happens again, right? Whereas when you have skills, you can create a result, and you did it through a specific, specific action, specific way of thinking, a specific technique that you develop, that you learn, and you can repeat that over and over again. And that's how I've been able to achieve success in different areas of my life, is by focusing on developing skill, right? So, luck versus skill, man. Like if I had to choose one, without a doubt, it's that skill. You want to get that skill. Any area of your life that's not being handled, it's not going in the way that you wanted to go. Figure out what skills do I need to develop so I can get predictable results in this area of my life, right? Find who has the skills, right? Find the person who has the skills, who can teach you, right? Or who you can learn from, so you can get that area of your life handled. So one of the areas of my life that I struggled a lot in was my dating life, okay? When it came to relating to women and connecting with women, that wasn't something that came to me naturally or easily. That was something that I struggled with a lot for many years. And so what I did was I said, let me develop some skills in this area. The same way how I developed skills when I wanted to play basketball. I said, I could do the same thing, in regards to my dating life. So when it came to my dating life, I said, okay, what skills do I need to work on? I need to be able to approach a woman without creeping her out or scaring her or, violating her, right? So I had to work on that, because that didn't come to me naturally. I had to work on it. I had to develop that skill, right? Then I had to work on being able to have a conversation without, being annoying or being weird or, being boring, right? So that's another skill I had to develop. Then from there, I had to learn how to, basically lead the conversation or lead the interaction into, the desired direction I wanted to go, right? So if I see the girl as a romantic interest, I had to learn how to lead the interaction so that we go into a romantic relationship, as opposed to the friend zone, right? I'm not trying to go in the friend zone, but I had to develop a skill. Otherwise, I had to rely on luck. Like in high school, I was just hoping to get lucky. Like I was hoping that, in high school, I had no skills when it came to women, so I would just hope that something would go down. And even if you get a little lucky, it's like, can you really keep the result or repeat the result? That's what I'm saying. Like I did get a little lucky in high school with girls. Like there would be a time where a girl would show a little interest, but I had no skills, so she would lose interest, right? Like even with basketball, like if you have no skill, you might make a lucky shot, you might make a lucky jump shot or whatever, but can you repeat that? Can you do it again? You know what I mean? So, man, if there's an area in your life that you're struggling in right now, that's not being handled, think from this point of view. Like, what skill or skills do I need to develop? And understand, like, a skill is something that you have to earn, right? So what does that mean? It's something that you're gonna have to do consistently. You're gonna have to repeat it. Like I got good at basketball because I would dribble every day. I would shoot every day, right? I got good at the piano. I'm decent at the piano. I'm not, super good or anything, but practicing every day. Practice every day. What else? When it comes to picking up women, practiced every day. I went out every day, talked to women every day. I didn't do it one time or two times, right? Because I didn't want to be this guy that's just hoping to get lucky. Like people, when somebody says, "Oh, hey man, good luck." Whenever somebody says good luck to me, I say I don't need any luck, right? I have skills. I put my work in. I developed technique. I developed, ability. I developed character. I developed what was necessary so I can get results. I'm not here to rely on luck or hope, or wish. No, let me develop the skills. Let me develop the character. Let me develop the ability to get the result I want. So it's, developing skill is all about, embracing this idea that this is something that you can make happen, right? Skill, the great thing about developing skill is that you can be where you are. You can have no skill right now, but you can work towards developing a skill, right? So it's not like you have to be born with something, or you know what I mean, or raised a certain way. No, you can be on the opposite side of the spectrum of something and work your way to the other side, right? Like, I literally, when I started playing basketball, I had no basketball skills, right? I couldn't dribble, couldn't do anything, but I worked on my skills and got to a point where I could play. Got to a point where I could make the varsity team, right? Got to a point where I could go on the basketball court and people would say, hey, I want him on my team, right? Because they saw my skills. They saw how I dribble the ball. They saw how I shoot, right? Okay. And then with women, right? When I was in high school, I was struggling, you know what I mean? Girls would show interest. I would always drop the ball. I would get insecure. I would not know what to do, blah, blah, blah. So instead of me saying, man, I hope I get lucky one day and find a girl that just accepts, me and my insecurities and my weakness. Nah, instead of that, I said, no, let me go and develop the skills. Yes, muscle memory, bro, muscle memory, exactly, right? That's the great thing about developing a skill. It doesn't go away. It stays with you, right? It's because you earned it. You earned it, right? Luck comes and goes. You don't know when it's going to come, right? It's very uncertain. It's very random or whatever. So instead of me relying on luck, like, not that I'm saying I'm rejecting luck. Like, yeah, if luck wants to come, whatever, that's great. But I'm more focused on being able to create results, right? With my actions, with my mindset, with my beingness, with my ability. Like, I want to create results. I want to make shit happen. I want to manifest things, right? And so I found that when you focus on developing skills, you can manifest and attract and create things in different areas of your life, right? You have certain areas of your life that's lacking. Figure out, what is the skill? What is the skill I need to develop? Right? Find somebody who's doing well in that area. That person is skilled in that area. That's why they're doing well in that area. Right? They're doing something very well. Right? So you want to get this understanding of, what you want to create, what you want to achieve can be achieved, can be created once you develop the necessary skills. And it's not an overnight thing. That's the thing about skills. You got to earn them, right? You got to put your work in to earn the skill. So you just got to make your mind up. Okay, this is the result I want to create. Okay, these are the skills I need to develop. And then you just have fun, enjoy the process, right? Find ways to make it fun. Like basketball. The great thing about basketball for me is I enjoyed it. So developing the skill was fun. So you want to find ways to make things fun, right? Like when it came to like picking up women, I figured out a way to make it fun. I figured out a way to make it a game. Like, oh, let me see how many numbers I can get today, right? Or let me see how many dates I can get, right? I made it a challenge. I made it fun. But through that process, I was developing skill. And over time, you start to develop these skills and you notice your results start coming in. Things, the universe starts responding to you differently, right? In regards to women start responding to you differently. When in regards to basketball, the ball starts going in the hoop more. You're able to get past the defender more, right? Or whatever it is, you start to see that because you put the work in and you develop the skills, you start to see evidence that you are now have this ability to create results, right? So that's my thoughts on skill versus luck. Luck is great, but I'm not relying on luck. I'm going to work with skill. I'm going to develop skill and use skill to create results. And the universe is, if it wants to throw some luck my way, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I'm not rejecting luck, but I'm just saying, like, relying on luck, relying on hope is just not a good strategy to change your life or create the results you want. So just think about that. Like, what skills do you need to develop to create the results you want to create? All right. If you're a man watching this, I have this group. It's called the Sexy Beast Tribe. It's for men who want to develop skills. It's for men who want to become beasts, men who want to be proactive in their life, men who want to be in their masculine energy, want to be grounded in their masculine energy, men who want to be able to express themselves authentically, go out in the world and speak their truth. And men who want to lead, men who want to make some shit happen, men who want to go in their niche and innovate or create or collaborate or do something. But men who want to who don't want to follow, they're not with that. They have a idea, they have a vision for themselves, and they want to just go and make the shit happen, right? So I created this group for men who are on that wave, who are on that vibe, who want to become their best selves. It's called the Sexy Beast Tribe. I'll put a link to the group in the comment box if you want to join, and I'll see you inside. Peace.